In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your YouTube artwork, and we're going to be using Canva. So let's go get started. So here on your YouTube channel, you want to navigate to the top right hand corner of the banner where you see the little pen icon. Click on there and then you can go to create artwork, and here you are ready to upload your artwork once we have created it. So now it's time to get started on Canva. So start by just searching Canva, and then let's click into Canva account, and then you just need to set up a new account, a Canva account. So once you've gone through the process of setting up your account, and that's a free account, so you don't have to have a paid one, you will find yourself on a page that looks similar to this, except you'll have nothing in this area. I've just blocked that out at the moment so that I can keep the work that I've been doing for clients private. But as you create artwork of different kinds, in this area here that I've blocked out is where you'll see all of those. So I've got channel artwork, YouTube channel artwork here at the top, but that's only because I've used it. It's one of my more frequent templates that I use, but yours might not be there. So if you click on this More button on the right, then you'll see all the different templates. So you want to choose the YouTube channel art from this one here. So this has the correct ratio for artwork to be uploaded into YouTube, and you can select a pre-made template down here and then add your own content. But the problem is that for some reason Canva has decided to put artwork in that's not really compatible to the YouTube banner, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to go into my uploads and I'm going to show you this template here. Shows you the safe areas that you can create artwork in for YouTube. So this area here in the middle, that's the darker grey, is where you can safely put your assets and your information for your channel so that it gets seen across all the different platforms that your channel can be opened in. So this is what you need to use to create your artwork from. Now this template that you're looking at here, you will have access to that template also, depending on where you're watching this video. It'll either be in a folder or it'll be in description. So from this starting point, you want to start adding in the assets that you want to use to create your YouTube channel. So right now, all I'm going to do is talk you through all the different functionality that you can use if you're new to Canva. So over here on the left-hand side, you've got functions down the side. Across the top, you've got more functions, and all the way across the top here on the right-hand side, and these functions in the white banner here are to do with the artwork that you've got displayed. At the bottom right here is where you can make your screen larger or smaller, and if I press this button here, this artwork would fill my entire computer screen, so I'm not going to press that. That's if you're creating a presentation, a slideshow. This button here is where if you want to duplicate, there we go, if you want to duplicate what you've just done, I'm going to delete that because I don't. Or you can add a new page like that if you don't want it to duplicate what you've already created. At the top here, if you click on the title, you can name it whatever you want to. Now Canva auto saves, so if you were to do multiple artworks, it'll save whatever the most recent one was, unless you change the name of the title. Share if you want to. The one you'll use mostly is the download button over here. But before that, you want to create your artwork. So to do that, you may want to upload some specific images to you and your brand, which means you just click on this green upload your own images button, and then you're able to select from anywhere within your computer. And let me select one to demonstrate that. So here's an image. Okay, so then I click on open, and you'll see it there, it's appeared there, and wait for the green bar to fill, and this water tank needs to fill up all the way to the top before you can access the image. So now I can click on that and it'll arrive on my canvas here. So I don't want to use that. Then you can also change your background. I'm going to remove this image for now. So you can choose colours, you can choose any of the free options that are down here, although they're a little bit ghastly, or you can choose a completely unique colour by selecting it here, making it darker, lighter. Then you can add text on this text button. There's preset text arrangements here you can select from, or there'll be heading, subheading and body of text selections here. Yours will look different because my account is a paid account, which means I can create my own saved fonts for these three things here to save time on my own branding. So if you click on there, it immediately arrives in your canvas ready for you to edit, so you can, and then you can click on any of those other text. That would be your subheading, and let's have a bit of body of text, which might be your new videos, oops, every day 9 AM GMT. There you go. Okay, so then you can adjust, you can edit this text by up here, choosing a different font. There's all kinds of fonts there. Don't like that one. Oh, that's tiny. Let's choose, that's a nice one. Then you can change the size of your fonts here. I do like this font. Many years ago I used to have this font as my the title to my business. I used to use this as my branding when I used to do just animations. And there you go. And you can change the colour with this tab here. You can use one of the, actually you won't have this branded colours section here because that's only for paid users, but you can select whatever other colour you might like here. And then you may or may not have the ability to bold and or italic depending on the font. So if it won't let you, that's because it's not valid for that particular font. Then you can change your text alignment. You can make upper caps, lower caps. Both of these fonts happen to be uppercase anyway. You can create bullet pointing, and this is a fun one. You can change your spacing. So then you can see how I can change the line spacing, and then I can change the spacing of the characters. So I'm going to take away that bottom line and leave it like that. So here we've got free photos, grids, all kinds of other downloadable assets which are arranged into genres, or you can simply search for something here, and let's search for star. Okay, so you've got shapes. You scroll down and you can see all kinds of other photos and whatnot, and you'll see whether they're free or whether eventually if you scroll down, you'll find ones that you have to pay for, like that $1. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, I'm going to add that. So I've added these stars. I'm going to move. I'm going to make that smaller. There we go, so we can fit the stars in. Move that over. Move anything around, and then so here you can copy. There you go. If you want to make more than one version of what you've just imported, delete that, and then you can okay, it's not letting me arrange though because we don't have layers. And so now you'll see if we arrange, we can set that behind the text or further behind the shape. Can't go behind the blue because that's the background. Okay, so if I click on this shape, the other option here you have is transparency. So you can change that on whichever scale you might like. Let's leave it there for now. And those are the basic functions that you will need to use. Now for making this into a YouTube banner, we want to go back and select the template again if it comes up too small like mine is. But your freebie template should be exactly the right ratio. You cover the entire canvas with the template and then go on to transparency. And by adjusting that, then you can see if what you've done fits into the right safe areas. This template over, then I can still see what I'm aiming for. Oh, sorry, it's this way we want to move it. And still see the line that I'm aiming to get that into. So we could put a space in, reduce the spacing so it's a bit tighter, and then bring it in a touch, and that looks like it would now work. There we go, that is going to work just fine. So now I can get rid of that. Okay, so the next step you want to do is download, which is as simple as clicking here. Keep this selection on the PNG recommended format to download in, and then this will automatically download into your download section on your computer, ready for you to do what you want with. So then go back to your YouTube channel and click to download your image that's in your that you've just downloaded. This is mine from my client. Click upload while that installs, and then you can shift it around if you need to, but you shouldn't do because it's the exact ratio, and it will show you how it will appear on other devices. And just select, and then it'll upload into your banner. So this is the one that I worked on for my clients, and you can see it there fitting all the information in nicely. Then we want to change the profile image. So click on the icon actually on the image and edit. So within here you want to upload your image for your profile. I always recommend using an actual face rather than a logo. It's much nicer. People connect much more to seeing a face than seeing a logo, much more personal. And then once that's uploaded, click up in the top right hand corner to select YouTube again. And then click your avatar at the top and my channel. So you see the profile image isn't there yet, but as it says, then it takes a little bit of time for that to upload. But here you can see this is a day later, the channel, the profile image has uploaded, and you'll notice it's a slight difference on the banner. I wasn't happy with how it looked before, so I went back in and made a couple of other changes. And now that channel is ready to be populated and the optimization process finished. So hopefully now you have your finished artwork for your YouTube channel and it's looking amazing. So if you found this video useful, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know how you got on, and maybe share your YouTube channel so we can have a look at that artwork that you've created, and give me the thumbs up, and of course please subscribe if you haven't already, and then this video can help other business owners just like you.